Hey everyone, I'm going to talk about how I automate maintenance of my many GitHub repos thanks to the GitHub Copilot Coding Agent. So if you don't know, I maintain quite a few repos. This is just a subset of them. And these repo need updates all the time, right? They need new packages, new best practices, new things added to the README. There's always updates that need to be made to these repos. And a lot of the updates are actually similar across all the repos and are usually pretty straightforward to make. So traditionally, I would do those changes myself, but now we have a GitHub Coding Copilot agent that I can assign them to. So let me go ahead and show how we can do that, right? So let's say that my manager says, oh, we need to have provision workflows for all of our repos. And I'm missing them for some of them. So what I can do is write an issue that says, okay, you need to add a workflow that's going to provision this repo to Azure. And this is how you do it. And this is what the YAML looks like. And here's a more complete example. And this is why we're doing it, right? And so what I can do is create that issue and assign it to Copilot. All right, so I'm going to create it and assign to Copilot. So then Copilot, you can see Copilot immediately shows that it is working on it, and it starts up a PR. And in this PR, and you can see right now the PR is a work in progress. This is where Copilot is going to be working on it. And you can actually watch the Copilot session as it's working on it if you want to see what it's working on, what it's currently doing. So yes, there you go. So it is currently working on this, and typically in like 10 minutes or so, it'll tell me like, oh, okay, this thing is ready, it's done, please review it. Let me find one that I've assigned to it in the past so I can show what that works right. Okay, so last week I told it to make a agents.md documentation, right? So I assigned it to Copilot and then reviewed it, and we can see that Copilot did work. I went back and forth with Copilot and said, hey, please make this change and this page and all this stuff. And Copilot took in my feedback and added new commits. And then I reviewed it and said, okay, now it looks good. And now I merged it. So that's the general process of working with Copilot. There are a few gotchas when you have PRs from Copilot. So one of them is that you always have to approve the workflows to run. The Copilot agent is not allowed to do that itself. So that can be a little annoying because ideally Copilot would be able to run the workflows and see the output instead of me having to click every time, every time Copilot is ready with a new version of the branch and seeing whether they run. The other thing is that Copilot PRs will always be marked as draft. So when you're reviewing them, you just go and you click ready for review just to mark them as not being draft anymore. So those are two gotchas about Copilot PRs. The other thing I would say is that generally, if Copilot does a pretty good job, then just iterate back and forth until you're happy. But if Copilot goes really astray and it's not what you wanted, it's better to just scrap the PR, make a whole new issue description, reassign to Copilot, give it much more information and guidance. Maybe also put more information in your agents.md to help Copilot so that it can start off on the right foot, right? So I would say if the Copilot PR is completely off, way off what you wanted, just start over and give better instructions. All right, so that's how we can get Copilot to take care of a single issue. But I'm saying I have lots and lots of repos. I don't want to go and have to figure out, oh, which of my repos need this? Oh, let me copy and paste, blah, blah, blah. So what I did was made a program here that can go through all my repos, figure out which of them need a particular issue in it, and then automatically create that issue and assign it to Copilot. So here I've got this tool open here. This is a description of the issue, right? So it's saying, okay, you're going to check the GitHub workflows folder for each repository. You're going to look at the YAMLs. You're going to see if they have AZ provision. If it's missing, then we're going to make a new issue. This is the title of the issue, and this is the content. So we're automating the creation of the issues to repos based off whether the repos meet the criteria for that issue. So now I can go ahead and run it. I already did a dry run actually before this. So in the dry run, I can see that it would make issues in a bunch of repos. So let's go ahead and try it as not a dry run, and hopefully it works so that you can see it running in reality. So what it does is actually looking at a bunch of repos, because I want to be really explicit about which repos I do this on. So I have a bunch of personal repos and then a bunch of Azure Samples repos, and it's looking through all of these to decide which of them do need a nude workflow. And so this way I'm not creating issues unless it is very much needed. So we can see it already found one which needed it. So if we go here, we can see this is the issue that it made. It's already assigned it to Copilot, so it did this all programmatically. And it should start working on the pull request soon and send me a PR when it's ready for my review. So it continues to go through. We've seen it's made a few more issues here as well. And soon it will get through the full list. So this, I think, is the general best practice, is that if you're trying to maintain lots of repos, you can first filter down the list of repos to figure out which of them actually need these updates, and then create the issues. I do recommend testing out your issue first on one repo to make sure it's a well-worded issue and that it's not missing any crucial information. But once you've tested on one repo and it worked well, then you can go and automate that issue to multiple repos, and hopefully you will get good results. So here we can see that it created issues in 9 repositories, and now Copilot Coding Agent is working on it. All right, that's all. I hope that is useful for you. Bye.